1939, a German U-boat prepares to send a coded message to its commander. On board, an operator types out a transmission detailing their position and course. But unbeknownst to him, his every move is being monitored. Thousands of miles away in a humble English manor, a team of codebreakers are on the hunt, racing against time to decrypt the message before it's too late. This is the story of Bletchley Park, a top-secret British facility where a group of elite cryptographers worked tirelessly to crack some of the most complex codes and ciphers of World War II, changing the course of history forever. In today's video, we'll explore the fascinating world of Bletchley Park and the brilliant minds that operated there. So sit back, relax and join us as we uncover the secrets that made Bletchley Park one of the most important sites of the war. But first, if you're a fan of all things history and intrigue, then be sure to subscribe for more exciting content. Let's dive into the secrets of Bletchley Park. Part 1. Unveiling Bletchley Park, the Codebreakers who changed history. Tucked away in the quiet English countryside, Bletchley Park was a sprawling estate that during World War II housed the most advanced code-breaking operation in the world. What's now a museum was once the nerve center of Allied intelligence gathering. A place where some of the most brilliant minds of their generation worked tirelessly to unlock some of the most cryptic codes and ciphers of the war. Established in 1938, Bletchley Park was originally the country retreat of the Bletchley family. But its grand halls and extensive grounds were requisitioned by the British government at the outbreak of war. It was here that the Government Code and Cipher School, or GC&S, was set up with the primary objective of breaking enemy codes. This top-secret facility became the beating heart of Britain's intelligence efforts, attracting some of the brightest minds from across the country. Among them were mathematicians, cryptographers, and logicians who worked around the clock to decipher enemy communications. The work was grueling, often taking weeks or even months to crack a single message. But the stakes were high and the potential consequences of failure were dire. For example, the German Enigma machine used to encrypt messages was considered unbreakable, yet the British were determined to find a way. As the war raged on, the pressure mounted on Bletchley Park to deliver results. With each passing day, the lives of countless service personnel hung in the balance. Despite the immense challenges, the codebreakers of Bletchley Park rose to the occasion, making significant breakthroughs that helped to turn the tide of the war. Their work remained classified for decades, but in the years since, the story of Bletchley Park has become a testament to the power of human ingenuity and the importance of keeping secrets in wartime. Part 2. Secrets of Bletchley Park. How women cracked the Enigma code. At the height of World War II, a team of female mathematicians and logicians at Bletchley Park made a breakthrough in cracking the infamous Enigma code. Their success had a profound impact on the outcome of the war, saving countless lives and hastening the defeat of Nazi Germany. Prior to this, the Enigma machine had been considered virtually unbreakable, a sophisticated encryption device used by the Germans to transmit secret messages. But thanks to the brilliant work of these women, the Allies were able to read German communications and gain a crucial edge over the enemy. Their methods were highly secretive and involved a combination of mathematics, linguistics, and sheer determination. Despite facing skepticism and resistance from some quarters, these women persevered, working tirelessly to improve their techniques and crack the code. Their efforts were eventually rewarded when they successfully decrypted a number of key German messages, providing valuable intelligence to the Allies. However, the secrecy surrounding their work meant that their contributions went largely unrecognized for decades. It wasn't until much later that their vital role in breaking the Enigma code was revealed, highlighting the often overlooked contributions of women to the war effort. Today, these women are remembered as unsung heroes whose intelligence and determination played a critical role in securing victory for the Allies. Part 3. Meet the unsung heroes of Bletchley Park, the hidden codebreakers. The story of Bletchley Park is one of intrigue, mystery, and heroism. But behind the shadows and secrecy, there were real people with real stories to tell. The hidden codebreakers who worked tirelessly to keep Britain safe during World War II. These brave individuals, many of whom were just teenagers when they started working at Bletchley Park, risked their lives every day to ensure that the enemy's secrets stayed just that, secret. They worked long and hard hours, often under great pressure, to decipher coded messages that could mean the difference between life and death. But their work was not just about breaking codes. It was about protecting democracy, freedom, and the way of life. These unsung heroes of Bletchley Park did not have the luxury of anonymity. They knew that if word got out that they were working on secret military projects, they could be targeted by the enemy. Yet they carried on regardless, driven by a sense of duty, patriotism, and courage. Many of them kept their experiences at Bletchley Park secret for decades, only revealing them to close friends and family. Their bravery and sacrifice should not be forgotten. These hidden codebreakers were the silent guardians of our security, and their legacy lives on in the work of intelligence agencies and codebreakers today. Part 4: From Puzzles to War, The Extraordinary Lives of Bletchley's Codebreakers. The Codebreakers of Bletchley Park were an extraordinary group of individuals who lived fascinating lives both before and after their time at the secret wartime codebreaking center. Before the war, many of them were well-known figures in their own right, such as the famous mathematician Alan Turing, who was knighted for his contributions to breaking the Enigma code. Others, like Joan Clark, were pioneers for women in male-dominated fields, and some, like Bill II, had secret pasts that would have been scandalous if revealed. During their time at Bletchley Park, these codebreakers worked tirelessly to decipher enemy messages, often under great pressure and with limited resources. But their personal lives were also affected by the war, with many of them having to evacuate their homes and leave their families behind. After the war, some of the codebreakers returned to their previous lives, while others continued to work in intelligence or academia. But all of them played a vital role in helping the Allies win the war, and their contributions should not be forgotten. Exploring the personal stories of these individuals provides a fascinating glimpse into the human side of codebreaking and the impact it had on those who lived it. Part 5: Bletchley Park, The Silent Warriors Behind the Allied Victory. As the end of World War II approached, the importance of Bletchley Park became increasingly clear. The codebreakers and their invaluable contributions played a pivotal role in securing the Allied victory. But despite their tireless efforts and dedication, these silent warriors remained largely unknown to the public until decades later. In fact, even their families were kept in the dark about their work at Bletchley Park due to the top-secret nature of their mission. However, the impact of their work was undeniable. By cracking enemy codes and providing intelligence to the Allied forces, these unsung heroes helped to turn the tide of the war and bring about the downfall of Nazi Germany. They worked in relative obscurity, knowing that their contributions would not be recognized until long after the war had ended. But their legacy lives on in the history books and in the hearts of those who remember their sacrifice and dedication to the cause. Part 6: The Genius Minds of Bletchley Park, Codebreaking Against All Odds. During World War II, Bletchley Park was home to some of the most brilliant minds in the world. Men and women who dedicated their intellect and skills to breaking some of the most complex codes and ciphers of the time. These codebreakers faced seemingly impossible odds, trying to decipher encrypted messages that were designed to be unbreakable. But they persevered, using their wit and ingenuity to find patterns, exploit weaknesses, and ultimately triumph over the enemy's encryption methods. Despite the high stakes and constant pressure to succeed, the codebreakers of Bletchley Park approached their work with a sense of playfulness and camaraderie. They developed innovative techniques and machines to aid in their codebreaking efforts, often using unconventional thinking to solve problems that had stumped their counterparts elsewhere. The story of Bletchley Park is a testament to the power of human intelligence and the unwavering spirit of those who dared to challenge the limits of what was possible. Part 7: Bletchley Park Uncovered, The Secret Lives of WWII's Codebreakers. Imagine living a double life during World War II, working by day as a seemingly ordinary clerk and by night as a top-secret codebreaker. Welcome to Bletchley Park, where the lines between public and private life were blurred and secrecy was the name of the game. These codebreakers led double lives, hiding their true contributions to the war effort from prying eyes and ears. They went to great lengths to keep their work at Bletchley Park under wraps, even going so far as to create false identities and cover stories. But the truth of their work was impossible to ignore. The Codebreakers of Bletchley Park were instrumental in helping the Allies win the war, but their contributions were kept secret for decades. Now, thanks to declassified documents and first-hand accounts, we can uncover the truth of their remarkable achievements and the personal sacrifices they made to keep Britain safe. So join us as we peel back the layers of secrecy and reveal the fascinating stories of these unsung heroes of Bletchley Park. Part 8. Decoding History: How Bletchley Park's Codebreakers Outsmarted the Nazis. The story of Bletchley Park is one of espionage, intrigue, and ultimately triumph. Imagine being tasked with breaking one of the most advanced encryption methods of World War II, the German Enigma machine. It seemed like an impossible challenge, but for the brilliant codebreakers at Bletchley Park, it was just another day at the office. Through sheer brilliance and tireless work, they managed to decode countless German messages, providing crucial intelligence to the Allied forces. The methods they employed were often unorthodox, involving everything from simple mathematics to elaborate machines. But the results were undeniable. By cracking the Enigma code, the codebreakers at Bletchley Park helped to turn the tide of the war and pave the way for victory. It's a story that has been kept secret for decades, but now we can finally uncover the truth of how these everyday heroes outsmarted the Nazis and won the war. Part 9. Behind Closed Doors, the untold stories of Bletchley Park's cryptographers. At Bletchley Park, the work was shrouded in secrecy, and the cryptographers were forbidden from discussing their work outside of the park. This created a unique culture of secrecy and intrigue where the only way to know what was happening inside the park was to be there. They worked in complete secrecy, often unaware of the bigger picture and the impact of their work on the war effort. Despite the lack of clarity, they took pride in their work and the knowledge that they were contributing to something bigger than themselves. The untold stories of Bletchley Park's cryptographers reveal a fascinating glimpse into the human side of codebreaking and the personal sacrifices that were made in the name of national security. Part 10. The Women of Bletchley Park, Unsung Heroes of WWII Codebreaking. The women of Bletchley Park were instrumental in the success of Britain's code-breaking efforts during World War II. Despite facing gender discrimination and societal expectations, these women broke barriers and proved that they were just as capable as their male counterparts. They worked alongside men in breaking codes and ciphers, often using their intuition and creativity to solve problems that had stumped the experts, despite their vital contributions. The women of Bletchley Park remained largely unsung heroes. Their names and stories lost to history for decades. However, their legacy lives on, inspiring future generations of women to pursue careers in STEM fields and paving the way for greater gender equality. The stories of these remarkable women are a testament to the power of perseverance and the importance of recognizing the contributions of those who came before us.